My stomach is horrible.
Finally tonight, the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs' newest fan is causing quite a stir and a swift reaction. CBS's Jolene Kent reports on the enchanting details.
Taylor Swift has entered her football era.
If we play like this every time Taylor's in the building, then she needs to be here every week.
Swift made her fearless return to Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium, which she sold out twice last summer, to cheer on NFL tight end Travis Kelce.
I told her, I've seen you rock the stage in Arrowhead. You might have to come see me rock the stage in Arrowhead.
Wearing red, of course, next to Kelce's mom, Donna. The reaction beyond the NFL's wildest dreams.
Travis Kelce's had a lot of big catches in his career. This would be the biggest.
Who wants to talk about football?
This is your read.
Taylor Swift spent her second Sunday in a row watching football. Probably her second Sunday in life watching football. She was at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey watching her rumored beau, Travis Kelce, and the Kansas City Chiefs take on the New York Jets. Swift was also joined by some celebrity pals. You know she's got her celebrity posse, right? The singer was spotted in quarterback Patrick Mahomes' private box with Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Mahomes' wife Brittany. Ticket sales for the game soared after Swift's appearance at the Chiefs game the last game. According to StubHub, sales in a single day were more than double the previous record for this season. Come on!
I mean, it's T Swift. She's at a football game.
Do you think it's like all the Swifties who were kicking their spouses and boyfriends out of the house and being like, yeah, go see the game, but now they're like,
No, yeah. In fact, there's on TikTok, there's tons of Swifties who are explaining the game of football to other Swifties, yeah, which is really funny. And I know that we laughed about it last week where there was a thing also on TikTok where wives and girlfriends were trolling their boyfriends and husbands.
Yeah, about who's more famous.
About who's more famous,
Yeah.
and that Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map and blowing football fans' minds, right? But I think it is interesting that he's gained almost 1 million Instagram followers. Even people who didn't know anything about football now know who he is and are nominally following the game. It's great for the NFL.
Yeah.
It's great for Taylor Swift. It's great for Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
And I argue it's great for America, too. Who's with me?
You and this love thing.
I love love. I mean, I just love love. All right.
I don't know. Wasn't sure if you knew Taylor Swift. I know who Taylor Swift is. All right.
Apparently she's dating a football player.
Yes. Do you have any inside scoop on that?
It's like the biggest story.
Right? That's anything you could tell us on that front. On that front? All the gossip.
Does President Biden think it's real?
The relationship? In the vernacular of the National Security Council, I can neither confirm nor deny those reports.
Will you take the question?
I will happily take the question back to our analysts.
The Kansas City Chiefs' 16-game win streak ended yesterday with their 24-9 loss to the Denver Broncos. Taylor Swift, who'd been attending all the Chief games to cheer on Travis Kelce, was not in the audience. The question then says, what went wrong, as if that had anything to do with it.
I guess we already know.
Because I guess the Broncos band played Shake It Off at the end.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. So, Jeff, what do you think?
Did they play Taylor's version, or did they play the original Shake It Off? They do need Taylor Swift at games. I mean, look at Travis Kelce. The guy averages 100 receiving yards per game when she's not, when she is there, and 50 when she's not. I mean, Travis Kelce's a Hall of Fame tight end, but in a way they kind of miss Taylor Swift. But Patrick Mahomes had the flu yesterday. I don't think that has anything to do with Taylor Swift. And the conditions in Denver were less than ideal, but still. The Chiefs are pretty simple offensively. If you shut down Travis Kelce, you could shut down this team. And Denver had a lot of good coverage, a lot of good zone coverage on Mahomes in that offense yesterday. Rashee Rice seems to be their only playmaker when Travis Kelce is shut down. They got to get the running game going. Their defense is still top notch, so that's why I don't worry about the Chiefs as much. But maybe it is as simple as, hey, Taylor, you got to show up. You're not touring right now. You got nothing better to do besides make money.
Yeah.
Might need to put her on the payroll.
That's right.
Mama is the guy on the Chiefs.
Taylor Swift changing the lyrics to her song Karma during her show in Buenos Aires, Argentina this weekend. As you just heard, she sang Karma is a guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me. She was apparently acknowledging her special guest, tight end Travis Kelce. Kelce making it to South America during the team's bye week. And at the end of the concert, Swift made a beeline to Kelce and planted a kiss on him. Well, it is the era of Taylor Swift. It feels like it. The superstar's influence has reached new heights, earning her the title of Time's Person of the Year. As the magazine says, she became the main character of the world and perfected her craft as the master storyteller of the modern era.
Seven-year-old Charlotte Alifi is a newcomer to football.
I'm good at throwing the ball, but not catching the ball. That's the thing I'm working on. Touchdown! Yeah!
Just a few months ago, this Atlanta girl didn't know a down from a fumble. But then her favorite singer started showing up at games.
I really like to see Taylor. I'm always like, Daddy, Daddy, is Taylor Swift coming back on?
Come Sunday, a lot of girls just like her will be watching the Super Bowl for the first time. Football viewership among girls aged 12 to 17 spiked an astounding 53% at the start of the season, pushing overall NFL viewership up 7% this year over last.
I had to.
The Swift effect extends to merch, too. After she wore this $14 ring at the AFC Championship last weekend, the boutique that sells it saw a 4,000% spike in sales.
We're like, oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do? And then the sales started, and then they just haven't stopped.
Nicole Auerbach covers football for The Athletic.
I have cousins who couldn't name the team in their own city, and now they can name off half the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. They're not just interested, they've gone down the rabbit holes now too, because that's part of being a Taylor Swift fan, is that you are gonna become obsessed with it. And so I think that they've transferred that into football.
If anyone wants the love story to last, it might be the sportscasters.
Ain't in love. It's love. Love's in the air.
Who knew? They aren't just Swifties, they're softies too.
I think the world of this relationship.
I don't know if this counts as a date, but she met his mom.
Most of us know the Taylor Swift song, Hi, It's Me, Hi.
No problem, it's me.
Yeah, there you go. But the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs might disagree with her. Apex Marketing Group says the Swift factor has created an equivalent brand value of $331.5 million for the NFL and her boyfriend's team, the Chiefs. For more analysis of Swift's impact, I want to bring in Mariana Alfaro. She's a breaking political news reporter for The Washington Post. So, Mariana, the question in the teleprompter says, how do you explain this phenomena? I don't think there's, it doesn't define, it's very easy. Yeah. Taylor Swift is one of the most popular people on the planet.
Yeah. Maybe the most popular person on the planet. And you might be wondering why I'm a politics reporter talking about this, but she's actually starting to have an impact on politics now. And I think that that's the next stage for her. Maybe not running for office, but just, all eyes are on who she's going to endorse in the presidential race. I know we're a little early in that, but that's kind of why she's making headlines now, because a lot of conservative pundits are kind of, worried or maybe already concerned that she could endorse President Biden, and that would, kind of have all her Swifties maybe influence their opinion come November.
There's a new survey from Lending Tree that came out this week. It says 75% of Americans will tune into the Super Bowl. They're going to spend $116 on average on food and drinks and other items. And the U.S. Travel Association did the math when it comes to Swift's Eras Tour. It estimates that people spent more than $10 billion on things directly and indirectly related to the concerts. At a time where people, are feeling their feelings about the U.S. economy, it's not that great. Why is Swift such a strong factor? I mean, those tickets were super expensive to go to that tour, and even though people were really concerned about, are we heading into a recession, back then in the summertime, we didn't know, they sure found the money for those tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I think the average ticket was about $500, $400. And again, I didn't see any tickets at that price. I think I was seeing like $2,000 tickets. But Taylor did bring in, I think it was $5.7 billion to the American economy just from the Eras Tour. I mean, she took home $4.1 billion, so good for her. But she almost brought in, $6 billion to the rest of America. And I think it's just because, there's this feeling that there hasn't really been an artist like her, I guess, in recent history. I mean, there's definitely Beyonce, who also had a big, big impact on the American economy with her tour this year. But it's just like a very big, loyal fandom. And I think that, I've been talking to experts about, figures like this, and there's nothing really like her, especially with young women who have their own, money now. A lot, you think of teen girls who follow Taylor Swift, but we're also talking about 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds who have been listening to her for decades at this point. And they have the money and the spending power to use it on Taylor Swift. And that's kind of part of the reason why we're seeing this.
Around 450,000 visitors are expected throughout the weekend. That's more people than the population of Miami. Our Chris Van Cleve is there.
A trip to the Super Bowl turned most unlucky for JetBlue Flight 777. Canceled after 2 JetBlue planes had what amounts to a fender bender while de-icing this morning in Boston.
We were hit by another aircraft. The other aircraft pulled in.
Around 500,000 fans are flooding the Strip for Super Bowl 58. At Harry Reid International, airlines added 60 extra flights. John Mendez was hard to miss in baggage claim.
Did you have to up the bling because it's Vegas? Of course. Go big or go home.
Security has been stepped up. Thousands of local, state, and federal officers working to secure Sin City.
Sunday is the Super Bowl, but Monday is our Super Bowl.
The Henderson Executive Airport rolled out 18 extra acres of overflow parking for private jets. They expect 8 times more jets to park here. About 1,100 have been given slots to take off and land at 3 area airports. Likely a new record, says Aviation Director Rosemary Vasiliadis.
Are all of your airports sold out on space?
We will be 100% full at any given time.
Is there room for Taylor Swift's plane?
I can only imagine there is.
On the Kansas City side, look, it's Patrick Mahomes, young guys who have stepped up, Rashee Rice, a wide receiver, Isaiah Pacheco. They have opened up the field for Taylor Swift's boyfriend, otherwise known as Travis Kelce, to do extremely well as he has done.
And it's interesting, JB, because Travis was asked by our own Dana Jacobson his reaction to Taylor Swift's Grammy win, and he said, well, look, now it's up to me to bring home like a big medal, right, to win the award. And I'm curious, the fact that you have such a pop star connected to one of the football stars, what is the Taylor Swift factor, the added attention, and what level does that play in all of the buzz around what is such a tentpole event people just want to watch?
And Errol and Lana, there might be many of the purists, football purists, who push back on that. But hey, folks, the bottom line is it's been great for the NFL. Viewership for the AFC Championship game that we carried, 55 million people. The week before, 50 million people. It's a great story. I'm teasing with my producer, Alvin Patrick, because he said that Travis has had to stay focused from the distraction of Taylor Swift. It's been an inspiration to Travis Kelce in terms of what he's done. And he's been playing lights out football, establishing records, and he's a surefire Hall of Famer. Bottom line, daddy-daughter combinations watching football has driven the ratings up. That's a good thing because the NFL would like to have more young viewers. They've got them now.